Welcome back to my channel. As you can see from my eye and the title, I'm doing a butterfly look. I will link the video to the one that inspired me. So it doesn't look exactly like hers, but I kind of used her technique and how she got the look. So I'll definitely link her video below. It is 5 years old though, so hopefully that gets her some more views over there because hers is stunning. And mine's pretty amateur, but hopefully you guys like it and maybe we'll see a better one in the future. All right, if you guys want to see how I got this look, stay tuned. All right, so today we're actually going to start with our face, and I'm starting with the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Now, I like this primer sometimes, but not always. Sometimes it beads up on me. It's like $50. Luckily, I did get it for free in Influenster, but I know that so many people rave about it, but I don't know, guys. It pills up with some of my moisturizers. And for foundation, I'm using a new one, the Revlon Color Stay 24 Hours. I'm doing it in shade 150, and I did it for the normal to dry skin because, as we all know, my skin's super dry. If you've ever met me in life, I'm like, oh my god, I need to drink more water. Using my Real Techniques sponge, I like this better than the Beauty Blender. It's less expensive, and it's soft, and it doesn't have as rough of a texture. So just going in with this color. I like the color match. It might be a little bit too light, but it's cool tone, so it's matching up with my pink skin tone pretty well. So just going in with that. And yeah, so let's see if it wears well today. It's definitely buildable, which is nice. I didn't feel like I went in with too much, just with, 2 pumps. So, all right, now going in with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Beige. Now I am gonna kind of blend it all over, and especially on my eye, just to give myself a really nice base, because we're going to be doing something a little bit more intricate, and I'm not really fluffing the color too much. I'm doing a lot more precision work, and even if I am going to go back and forth, it's mostly with a smudge brush, so there shouldn't be too much fallout because I'm doing a lot more precision work instead of the fluffy back and forth, up and around. So just putting a little bit of Coty Airspun on my face, going in with a big fluffy brush and kind of patting it in and swiping it across. Just putting whatever is on the lid. I'm not really dipping into the product, just kind of whatever is residual on the lid. So not a ton, and then I'm just kind of feeling my face, and if it still feels tacky places, I'm gonna put it back on there as well. And my eyes, definitely I don't want them to be tacky, simply because we are going to be going in with some precision work. So this is the trick. I am using the NYX retractable eyeliner in white, and to draw my butterfly. This I learned from the video I linked down below, is to start with doing it in white. And the reason being is because if you start with black and you mess up, you gotta use like makeup remover and all that jazz. Where with white, and I did mess up a little bit, you can just kind of, wipe it away with your finger. So that is helpful. As you can see, I actually end up doing that. So really do your outline with your white eyeliner, retractable, lip liner, eyeliner, face paint, whatever it is, but do it in white so you can kind of get the shape that you want. So I'm just playing here with it, just playing with the shape. I am watching the video that is the inspiration, again, linked down below, to kind of give myself an idea of what she did. So if you see me look off to the side, that's what I'm doing, is I'm constantly going back to that video. And I do actually pause a lot more in this video just to keep referencing back. So you'll see some more transitions than usual. Okay. Just going in and making the line just a little bit more opaque so I have a better idea of to work with, and I can look in the mirror behind and see what I'm doing. Okay. All right, now I'm going to use my James Charles palette, And I'm going in with that light pink color just on my eye, and then I'm going to gradually get darker colors, and I'm kind of using all sorts of pinks that I've got. I'm using blushes and all sorts of things, so just go as light as I can and then get gradually darker. And the blush set that I'm using is the Blush Bar. It is the Ballerina one. It's so well used on the back that I couldn't even tell you the actual name of it, but it is the one that has, gosh, I can't even read all these names. California, Gold Rush, Dandelion, and Rocketeer, or whatever. Now I'm going in with the blush from the Beauty Crop Travel Tea palette, and this is really the color that I found really worked well to get that darker color, because I was having a hard time getting a darker color that I really liked. So this one was great. It's the blush that's in there in that palette, so this was a really great addition to the look. So I was really, really happy with how this color turned out. All right, now I'm going in with that fuchsia color in the James Charles palette just to give a little bit more depth, and I'm going just on the outer side. At first I wasn't too happy with it. I was like, oh, that doesn't look good. I'm getting it on the white. It looks weird. And then I kind of remembered, oh, I'm going to cover up the white with black, so it doesn't really matter. As long as I can still see the white coloring, I'm good. So that was kind of my thought process there. So I actually did end up liking it a lot more than I initially did. All right, so now I'm going in with my Fierce Flicks eyeliner to give myself an actual outline. This was the most challenging part, the most frustrating part, because all of my texture, all of my saggy skin, my wrinkles, all of that on my eyelids did not want to play. So not as clean of a line as I would have initially liked, but I ended up getting it pretty close to what I would have wanted. But that's just going to take more practice. You know, this is the first time I've ever done a look like this, even one that went outside of my eyes. So, you know, it's only going to get better with practice. I'm definitely looking forward to doing more of these kind of looks of butterflies, maybe some flowers. Who knows? But as you can see, I'm just getting a little frustrated with myself. But you live, you learn, you get better at things. So just kind of going in with this. I mean, it's a great eyeliner. It's not the eyeliner's fault at all. It's just, yeah, I'm getting frustrated. But, you know, when you're over 30, your eyes are going to do different things. You just have to adjust and be okay with it maybe not being the cleanest line ever. And I'm never going to put a filter on there that makes it look like I don't have those lines and everything like that, because I want you guys to be able to see what this actually looks like. I'm not going to Facetune anything out. Okay, so now I'm going in with a small smudger brush into black from the James Charles palette, but any black will do, and just kind of going on that line and smudging it out. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this was, you know, I know I said the eyeliner was the hardest part, but this was probably the most frustrating part. Just because it was not looking like the video that was my inspiration. It wasn't looking as seamless as hers. But again, you know, I'm just getting better at it, so the better I get at it, the happier I'll be. So just continue that throughout the entire process. I'm gonna smudge it out more, but I really just wanted to get a thicker line there to make it more natural. So just keep an eye on what I'm doing. Just keep smudging until you're happy and it looks where you want it to. All right, now I'm gonna go in with a burgundy color with a fluffier brush, and you'll see real quick that I only put a little on, and I don't really like that it's not picking up a lot of color. I'm not able to pack it in as well, so I grab a different brush. Now this one is a thinner, it's fluffier than like my lid brushes, but it is a lot like thicker and more dense than the other brush that I was using, so I like the effect that this one has a lot better. I was able to pack on a lot more color and kind of smudge that black into the pink really well with that burgundy color. Going in again with the smudger, and oh, I'm just pulling on my eyes. So great for those wrinkles. But just kind of working that color until it's something that I felt comfortable with, and I wasn't getting the effect that I wanted, and I was really getting frustrated. Oh, just more black will work. See, it's fine, just keep putting on product, it'll be great. Alright, so then I'm like, I had an idea, so then I grabbed the basically the exact same thing as the white eyeliner, but in charcoal gray, and then went in with my smudging brush, and that seemed to pacify me enough where I felt a little bit better about the products that I was putting on and the look I was getting. So you can see I'm super frustrated. I expect a lot of myself, but yeah, going back in with that burgundy, and this really is making it look a lot better. But I was not having it. I was not happy with my skills in this one. Now it was late at night, so it probably should have been easier on myself, but we're all our worst critic, right? And just, I really am just going back and forth until it gets me to something that I want. Okay, so I'm okay with it at this point. I'm all right. And I do talk to myself while I do makeup. It's fine because I'm talking to myself now. There you go. Well, I am talking to you guys, but still. Right there, I just look at myself in the mirror and trust the process, because even when I do a regular look, I have crazy eyes until it all comes together. I'm using that same white NYX eyeliner, and I'm so mad at myself right there for getting rid of my liquid eyeliner, because it would have been a lot more opaque and probably come out a little bit better. Not that it came out bad, but it took a lot more work, where you'll see me look off camera and like right there, I'm getting some of the black off of the tip of the liner, so it'll come off more opaque, and you'll see me do that several times. That's just what I'm doing. I'm just coloring it on my hand so I can get the white back on top, so it'll be a little bit more opaque. So I couldn't have as much control with this as I would have liked, but especially for my first time around, I'm not mad at it. I think I did an okay job. Of course, never satisfied, right? And I just want to get those as opaque as possible, so I'm trying. I ended up really liking the way this came out, though. I was so worried, but really, you need to trust the process. It just needs to happen. And now I'm going in with that Fierce Flicks eyeliner and giving myself a wing liner just to make it a little bit more intense. It's kind of fun to watch myself in the replay and just see kind of my process and what I'm like, especially when I talk to myself. It's kind of a fun process for me. I'm just going back in and trying to get rid of any of the white outline that's maybe poking out. So that's kind of what I'm doing there, and just really connecting all of the lines. Now on the other side, I'm just going to do a nice soft pink look, because I really want everyone's eye to draw towards my butterfly. So just putting that same soft pink on my lid, and then going in with that fuchsia color, or that burgundy color is what I'm actually using, and then just buffing it out with a blender brush. And this is a little bit of a tapered blender brush, and I'm just picking up a little bit more color. I don't want it to be too intense, but I do want it to look like I actually did put makeup on there. So, and I want it to match. All right, going in with my waterline with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Smoke. And then just cleaning up and making sure that there's no skin or pink showing between those two. And then I just wanted to clean up that line. I didn't want it to connect all the way, but I wanted it to kind of give that illusion that it could possibly if it wanted to. And just packing on some more pink because I'm never satisfied. That's just how that works. Going in and doing my brows. They were giving me a little bit of trouble. They didn't really want to work with me. I'm still getting used to the auburn color, but I do really like how my brows looked after the end of this look. Now, I was being careful not to go over too much with the eyebrow on the butterfly side, but I'm not gonna lie, it was throwing me off a little bit not to drag that color all the way down. So I don't think I got those eyebrows nearly as thick as I wanted, and it took me a lot longer than I'm used to with getting the shape that I want. Usually the shape I get pretty easily, and then I just need to fill it in, but the shape wasn't coming as easy. As you can see, I just keep going back and forth. And normally, you know, I could skip over this and because I am going quite a lot, but I really want you guys to see my full process of how I do my makeup and how I get to everything. So I really want you guys to be able to see that nothing's perfect and go back and fix things, and some things take time and you get frustrated and you don't trust the process, and it's all just a learning curve, and everyone's got to learn a little bit. I'm trying a little bit of a new technique there just to give myself a little bit more dimension. I don't know if I like it. I'm really not that good at it, where you drag some of the product, you know, under the cheekbone. I don't know. I don't know if it's my favorite. I think I still like what I normally do, and that's buffing it up. So we'll see if I continue with that process, but anyways, I'm using the Hoola from Benefit as my bronzer, you know, because I'm very, very familiar with that and very comfortable with it. I'm going in with the shade Dandelion from Benefit for my blush because I wanted something that was super soft, just because my eyes were so bold. So I really wanted to give me something that was really baby pink. I completely forgot to do my forehead and my chin and my neck for the bronzing, so I'm going to go back in and do that. Same steps as I usually do. I just, you know, in that big bronzing brush, get my forehead and then my chin, or not my chin, rather under my cheekbones, and then of course down my neck. And then I can't find the brush that I usually do my contour of my nose with, so I'm just going in with my fingers. And I mean, that's something that I do normally anyways. It's just up and down, up and down. I can blend it just fine that way. And then putting a little bit on the tip of my nose. All right, and then I am going in with the color Blissful by Ofra for my highlight on my nose and on my cheekbones. I didn't want it to be too crazy on my cheekbones, just because again, I want everything to be drawn to that butterfly. Then I am using the Ofra Nikkie Tutorials palette with Space Baby. I finish almost every single look with Space Baby right in the inner corner, just because it kind of goes with everything, because it's kind of this pearl look. Going in with my Monsieur Big mascara. It is my favorite mascara of all time. I did buy some Lash Paradise, so I'm gonna try that out pretty soon to see if I like that as well. But it's really hard to beat this one. I'm not kidding you guys. I'll spend the money on it. All right, just layering it up there. I really do love this mascara, guys. If you ever need a high-end, you don't necessarily need a high-end, but if you ever want a high-end mascara that really just makes your eyes pop, please go check out this one. It's amazing. On my lips, I am using the Stila Liquid Lip Stay All Day formula in Patina. It's a go-to. It's one that I love, so it's definitely going along with that pink theme. And I'm almost out, so I'm like scraping the tube for it. And here is the finished look. Got to remember to trust the process. It started to look wonky. I'm like, okay, I don't understand what's going on. And then you gotta trust the process and just know that it's all gonna end up blending together. Could it be better? Absolutely. If I hadn't thrown away my liquid white eyeliner, would have been so much better. But I'm not mad about it. I think it's cute. It's something that you can definitely wear to like a festival, or I'm thinking Flower and Garden next year. This will definitely make an appearance. So I'm really excited. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thanks, guys. Bye.